Hello students, firstly I welcome all of you once again to this class. Today we'll be learning about the factorization of different form. Okay, let me start. I'm writing here one algebraic expression here. It has how many terms? We have 3 terms. 1, 2, 3. That means it's a trinomial. But at the same time, the degree of this expression is 2. Degree means highest power of the variable. Here the variable is x and the biggest power of x is 2. That means it is a quadratic. So this is quadratic trinomial, and we are going to learn how to how to factorize this kind of expression using a particular method called splitting the middle term. Let me write here, splitting the middle term. But how is the process? Let me begin. So before that, you should know what is descending order. So if we arrange the numbers from biggest to smallest, that means big to small, that means we call it descending. So let me just write here like 2, 3, 1, 7. If I arrange these numbers from biggest 7, then 3, then 2, then 1, then this is what we call descending order. So when the trinomial is given to us, what you have to do is we have to arrange the terms according to their power. We have to arrange the terms according to the power of the variable. Don't forget that arrangement should be descending order. So when we see the power of the x here, this is 2 and here is 1 and this is constant term. So constant term means the term which is without variable. So in this term plus 2, we don't find any variable like x. That means it is a constant term. So the biggest power 2, then little smaller 1, then the smallest 2 is the smallest term is the smallest one. That means, see, these 2 means actually this is 2, then here x to the power 0. So it is just like x power 0 only. So 2, 1, 0. Now this is called descending order. So if the question give you like thrice x plus x square plus 3, what you have to do is you have to rearrange the terms according to the power of the variables. The biggest power, that means the term having the biggest power of x, you have to keep at the first. So this x square will be kept at first, then next thrice x, then 3. Okay, so that is the first process. Second, so this 0, let me just rub here. What is the middle term here? Actually we are talking about splitting the middle term. So what is middle term here? Middle term means this plus thrice x. We are going to split in a sense these 3. Sometimes I can even write like 2 plus 1, 1 plus 2, then minus 4 plus 1. This is different form of splitting, but there is a particular way I should follow a certain rule. But rule, let me tell you now. Okay, first, what is the coefficient of x square here? This is 1. So let me just write here 1. And what is the constant term here? This is positive 2 plus 2. So 1 into plus 2 will get here 2. So we are going to find 2 numbers. Let me repeat, we are going to find 2 numbers whose product is 2. We are going to find 2 numbers whose product is 2. Okay, so what is the sign of these 2 here? This is positive. If it is positive, then I will write here sum. Let me just write here letter S only. Sum means when we add, how much we are supposed to get. What is the coefficient of this x? 3. So when we add the 2 numbers, we are supposed to get 3. Let me repeat, we are going to find 2 numbers whose product is 2. and their sum is 3. Let us find what are the numbers. Okay, so 2 into 1 is 2, then 2 plus 1 is 3. Is there any other pair of numbers whose product is 2 and the sum is 3? Even you can say minus 2 into minus 1, even we get here 3, sorry, we get here 2, but when we add them, like minus 2 plus here minus 1, we are supposed to get here minus 3. We'll be getting minus 3, but I want the product is 2 and their sum is 3, so the right pair of numbers is 2 and 1. So what we're going to do is this x square will return here plus, in place of this 3 we are going to split in the form of 2 plus 1, then this x will return here, so plus 2. So in the next step we'll get here x square plus 2 into x twice x plus 1 into x, we'll be getting here just x, so plus 2. What happened is this positive thrice x we have split it in the form of plus twice x plus x. After that we'll take the common factor and then factorize. So this is x square, from the first two terms we'll take here x common, so out of 2 1 is there, so still x power 1 plus 2. From these last two terms we'll be taking 1 common, that means here x plus 2. You can write 1 or without writing, it's fine. So here I can take this x plus 2 as a common factor, x plus 2, x plus 2, so remaining is x and here plus 1. This method is what we call factorization by using the splitting the middle term. So this is from your textbook exercise 7.6 question A. Now let's move to the next question, question B. We have here x square plus 5x plus 6. Now let us see whether the terms are arranged according to the power of the variables. Yes, it's already arranged, but the arrangement should be descending, don't forget. So power 2, that's power 1, then constant term. Okay, so what is there? 1. The coefficient of this x square is 1. Then the constant term is positive 6, so just 6. We get here 6. So we are going to find the two numbers whose product is 6. What sign is this? This is positive, that means their sum should be, and what is there? 5. Okay, so plus 5, so let me just write here 5. Irrespective of the sign, you just take the absolute value only. If it is minus 5 also, you just take here 5 only. So just forget about the sign. So let me repeat, there are two numbers whose product is 6 and sum is 5. Okay, so 6 into 1 we get 6. 6 plus 1 we get here 7. Okay, next 3 into 2 we get here 6. 3 plus 2 we get here 5. Product is 6, sum is 5. Product is 6, sum is 5. So the right pair of the numbers is 3 and 2. Let me repeat, the right pair, the correct pair of the numbers is 3 and 2. But please look at the first example once. 6 into 1 is 6. The product is 6. But when we add these two numbers, 6 and 1, we are getting here 7. But we are supposed to get 5. That means this one is not admissible. We are not going to use them. We have to use 3 and 2. Okay. So this is now x square plus. In place of 5, we are going to write 3 plus 2. So here 3 plus 2. Then here x plus 6. Okay. So here, just for your own to make you understand better, you can just copy those things on your rough side here. So the correct pair is 3 into 2 is 6 and 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, so now here x square plus 3 into x thrice x, then 2 into x twice x plus 6. Now we have splitted these positive 5x in the form of plus thrice x plus twice x. This is what we call splitting the middle term. Okay, then we are going to take common from the first two terms. What factor we can take common? We can take x as a common factor, so remaining will be x plus 3. Then again we can take 2 common from these two terms, so here 2, then there will be x plus 3. Let me tell you one thing here very clearly. If your calculation is correct till here, then when you take the common factor, these binomial, that means having 2 terms and having 2 terms, these should be always equal. Once these two are not same, then it shows that you have done something wrong. So let me repeat, this x plus 3, then there also should be x plus 3. Okay, then we'll take here x plus 3 common, so remaining is x, then here plus 2. So we have done the factorization. So we'll be moving to the next question. The question C here, we have x square plus 7x plus 12. Now it is in the right order, so the coefficient of this x square is 1. Okay, 1 into, this is constant term is plus 12, so here 12, so we get product as 12. We are going to find the two numbers whose product is 12. And what sign is there? What is the sign of this 12? Positive. That means sum will be 7. Okay, now let's find out. 12 into 1 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. And we have again 4 into 3 is again 12. And 4 plus 3 is 7. Next we have 6 into 2 is 12. And 6 plus 2 is 8. But from here what we find is product should be 12 and sum should be 7. So these all products are all 12, but the sums are all different, but we want the sum to be 7, so we are going to take this pair 4 and 3. So you can copy this one on your rough side. So let me start. X square plus 7 means I'll split in the form of 4 plus 3. So here 4 plus 3, then here x plus 12. Next we have x square plus 4x plus thrice x plus 12. So then we'll be taking here x common, so x plus 4 plus then again 3, 4, 12, so here 4. So x plus 4 common, remaining is x plus 3, so here x plus 3. We are getting the same factor here. If it is not there, then it shows that you have done something wrong. That's how we have to find out the mistakes. Okay, we'll be moving to the next question. I'll do question E now. E, that is x square minus 9x plus 20. It has been already arranged by the question itself. So equal to, this is 1 and this is plus 20, so we get here 20. So the product of the two numbers is 20 and this is positive, so their sum is, what is this here? Actually there is minus 9. So irrespective of the sign, forget about the sign, you just take the absolute value. Absolute value means the absolute value of minus 9 is 9. The absolute value of plus 9 is 9. Irrespective of the sign, we have to just take this value 9. Okay, we have two numbers whose product is 20 and whose sum is 9. Let's find out the pairs now. Okay, 20 into 1, it gives 20, and sum, that's why 20 plus 1 is again 21. Next we have again 5 into 4 is 20, and 5 plus 4 is again 9. Then again we have 10 into 2 is 20. 10 plus 2 is 12. Product is 20, 20, 20, but the sum is 9, so we have to choose the middle one. So the right pair of the numbers is 5 and 4. So this one, x square minus, in place of 9 we're going to write here 5 plus 4. So here 5 plus 4, then close the bracket, then here x plus 20. Okay, so let me just wrap this part. So next we have x square. Don't forget, when there is minus, it has to multiply to all the numbers, to all the terms inside the bracket. So it will be now minus 5x minus 4x plus 20. Okay, please listen carefully here. These minus 9x, we have split it as minus 5x minus 4x. Then minus 5x minus 4x. I'm sure you'll be getting definitely minus 9x. Then from the first two terms we can take x common. So we have here x minus 5. Then from these two we are going to take x common, minus common. See what is there? Minus. If it is minus, you will write here minus. If it is plus, you will write here plus. Okay, now here minus, so minus. So from these two terms we can take 4 common. So here x, 4 into x, 4x, minus into plus, minus. Once you take negative common, minus common, make sure that you write the opposite sign inside the bracket. So now here minus, here plus, so here minus. Why? Minus into minus, plus. 4 into 5, 20. So we get here the common factor x minus 5, so x minus 5, then remaining will be x minus 4. Okay, I hope you are still okay, you are still clear with the concept. Then we'll be doing question F. This is question F. Here x square minus 8x plus 12. So even the terms are arranged in the right order, which we prefer to, then equal to, this is 1 and this is positive 12. So we get here 12. So the product of the two numbers should be 12. What is the sign of this 12? Plus. So plus means we need to take here sum. Sum should be how much? This is actually minus 8. Just leave about the sign. You just take the absolute value here, 8. So product of the two numbers is 12, and their product is, and their sum is 8. So let's see. 12 means 12 into 1 is 12, and 12 plus 1 is 13. And we have again 6 into 2 is 12. 6 plus 2 is 8. Next, 4 into 3 is again 12, and 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, now all these products are 12 each, and their sum is, like, one is 13, other is 8, and the last one is 7. But here we want the sum is 8. That means the right pair of numbers is 6 and 2. So here is x square minus, then here 6 plus 2, then here x plus 12. Then we have here x square minus 6x plus twice x, then plus 12. from the first two terms we can take x common, so here x, so x minus 6. Then again from the last two terms we can take here 2 common, so remaining will be, sorry, I have done a mistake here, minus into plus minus. The reason why I come to know the mistake, please once, if you take 2 common from these two terms, so here x, then I'm sure you'll be getting here plus, then 6. Now there is x minus 6 and there is x plus 6. I told you before, these two should be same. This is x minus 6, now this is x plus 6. Now they are different. When there is a difference, it shows that we have done a mistake. So minus into plus minus, but I wrote here plus, so that means there is a mistake. So here minus. So once you take, if there is minus, then you have to write even here as, here also minus. So now it will be minus. So the next step will be x minus 6 whole, then remaining is x minus 2. Okay, we'll be moving to the next question. Okay, here is the question. X square minus 6x minus 27. Okay, the terms are arranged according to the power of the variables. Okay, then here is 1, okay, and this is minus 27, minus 27. So we get here minus 27. Okay, so what sign is this? Minus. So when there is plus, I'm writing here sum, but when there is minus, let me write here difference. Okay, now forget about, okay, and how much is this? This is actually minus 6, but you just take the absolute value only. So when you are coming to the higher classes, we'll be studying in details, but for now you just follow in this pattern so that you can at least solve. Okay, so actually the product is minus 27, but now let me just say 27 only. We are going to find two numbers whose product is 27, whose product is 27, and their difference is 6. Okay, let us find now. 27 into 1 is 27, and 27 minus 1 is 26. Next we have 9 into 3, 27, and 9 minus 3 is 6. Okay, we have the right pair now. Product of the two numbers 9 and 3, 27, and their difference 9 minus 3, I'm getting 6. Okay, so we'll be writing here x square minus 6 will be splitted as 9 minus 3, then here minus 27. Okay, let me wrap this part now. Then I'm writing here x square minus 9x minus into minus plus, so thrice x minus 27. Okay, so next will be, okay, before coming to the next step, let me just explain you once. Product is actually minus 27, but difference is, I'm just writing here 6, but actually difference is minus 6 here actually. So minus 9x plus thrice x, I'm sure you'll be getting here minus 6 only. So here sometimes I write here sum, sometimes I write here product. That will be determined by the sign of this product. But actually when you find, even though there is minus, you just ignore the sign. So product is 27, difference is 6. So you just try to find out from the positive numbers only. That will be much easier for you. So from these two terms I can take here x common. So here x minus 9, then here 3 common, so x minus 9. So you'll be getting here x minus 9 whole, then we have x plus 3